Hey gang, welcome to our solar experiment. We're testing out different panels for different devices, and we're seeing what we can actually power with the sun. Come on in. Let's take a closer look. Right here, we have our biggest solar panel. This solar panel has got 4 separate panels to help generate energy, and we've got a USB output here. Now there is a little bit of cloud, but what I'm going to do to test this and see if it works is I'm going to plug in my cell phone to these solar panels and see if there's enough power to charge it. Do we have a close look? Let's see if I plug it in. And my phone is charging. So these 4 solar panels are generating enough energy to recharge a lithium-ion battery inside of an iPhone. Pretty powerful. Let's move on to our next one. Speaking of batteries, this setup right here, you can see the red light is on. That means charging. So I'm collecting solar energy, but in the back, I have AA batteries. So what I'm allowed to do with this one is charge up these batteries, and then I'm able to use the power of the sun, solar power, to power any device that requires AA batteries. I'm gonna leave these to charge, and we're gonna test the batteries out later. See if we can collect enough solar energy to power something with AA batteries. Now, over here, I've got a huge solar panel. This is gonna collect a lot of energy. Not as much as my USB solar panels because I've got 4 of them. But if you take a look down here, I've got them connected to an LED light. Green to the shorter or negative side, and red to the longer or positive side. And with the power of the sun, we've got it lit up red. This is a really exciting one. We are collecting enough power here to make our turbine or motor spin on the other end. Take a look at that. Now when the sun comes out, we're collecting enough solar energy to actually power the motor and get it to spin. When the clouds come out and the sun goes away, it's not enough solar energy to power the motor, and it slows down and stops. Now, the motor takes the most power coming from our solar energy here, but I've actually got a switch, and I can switch it to power our buzzer, which is right here, or our light bulb, which is right here. Both of these are easier to power because they require less energy from the sun. Let's go back to the motor and see if it's still sunny enough. And there we go, powering a motor with the sun.
Okay, we've got 2 other solar panels here that we want to show you. They're a little smaller, but I want to show you that they can still create energy. This is called a voltmeter, and the voltmeter tells us how much energy or volts is being created from the solar panel. So we've connected it with these alligator clips, and we can see right now it's making 5.19 volts, and we can make it create a higher amount of energy or electricity if we put it directly in the sun. Okay, and see it's going brighter depending on how much sun. And if I put it in the shade and I cover it with my hand, we get much lower reading on the voltmeter. Okay, you can see it's higher with the sun. So the amount of sun you have depends how much energy you make. Over here we've got another small panel, medium size here, and if we connect it to this speaker, we can see if it can create sound. Just like we created light, we're going to use energy to make sound. Can you hear that sound? Similar to when we did the microbits in class, you can use this speaker, if we connect it to energy, to make sound. There you go, and those are how solar panels work. I want to show you this other panel. It's got a motor on the end, and it's connected here on the back. Okay, and we'll see if we put this out the window from our classroom if we'll get the motor to spin. Let's see, we'll put it in the sunshine. Give it a second. Okay, you can see now that it's spinning quite quickly from the sun's energy. It looks quite slow in this video, but it is spinning very fast. See, now that it's afternoon, there's not as much sun and the turbine is not spinning. It needed a lot of energy from the sun in order to spin. I want to show you guys an update if we take it indoors. Outside, this small solar panel had about 5 volts, but inside it's much lower. Okay, because the sun is not hitting this panel directly, it's just from the light from the window over here. This one isn't working at all anymore. If I put it on sound, there's just a small sound, but the light bulb is not working. So we know the sound takes the least amount of power. This one, we can get just a little bit of sound from this one. Okay, so that's still getting sun's rays. This battery charger, the light is not on, it's not working anymore. Okay. This bigger panel, it is still giving off light. This bigger panel that charged Mr. Waller's phone, I tried, it doesn't work on a phone anymore, but it does have enough energy for a light bulb. So you can see that it really makes a difference by how much sun is hitting the panels based on how much energy is given off.